What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and the first thing I want to do is I want to apologize because originally I wanted to do a double whammy today and do X-23 and Rogue in GBR. However, the video for Rogue turned out really bad. I don't know what happened, but obviously whenever you play once in GBR with a character, you can't play them again. So I can't really show that, but I can tell you guys with a pretty free-to-play setup, no pierce on my cards, 55% physical attack on my cards, and having a pretty decent build. You guys have all seen this build before. With Magneto's leadership, and I had Mystique in the support. She did pretty damn well. She can definitely actually solo GBR, no problem, with no pierce on your cards, with 55% physical attack on cards, even less than that. In fact, I imagine with a CTB of energy, she'd still do really well. She does play well with her proc. So I just wanted to throw that out there at you guys about Rogue. Really was pretty upset that that video turned out crappy. I really wanted to showcase her. Sorry, buddy, not right now, man. So we're just going to be focusing on X-23. And my X-23 is not transcended. This is not a fully built transcended character. So whenever you see this run, you might think, oh, this looks pretty lackluster. But remember, she is not transcended. She doesn't have these extra stats because she just isn't, her gears aren't leveled up. I'm still trying to farm up feathers, and it's taking quite a while because they are raping me on these damn things. They are raping me like crazy. And as far as her build, we'll just quickly run through it. She has 25,000 physical attack. She has max attack speed, 32 crit rate, max critical damage, max no defense, max skill cooldown. And she does have mythic Urus, but I have no other Urus. I could put critical rate Urus, and these gears are only at 20. And evidently, it's going to take me a good while before I get this girl transcended because I keep getting raped on these gears. I mean, they're wanting to do 20 and 30 pulls on this, which is ridiculous, these bastards. So keep in mind that this top gear is not at 25. That's hurting us. And she is not transcended. We're losing a lot of stats because of that. Her skills are all 6. And she does have just a stage 6 Power Vanguard set. And that's another thing to keep in mind. I've mentioned this before. You know, we're getting a 20% attack bonus here. It would be 40% if this was fully awakened. And we'd be getting extra physical attack stats if these ISOs, these 2 ISOs and these 3 were awakened. Sorry, buddy, not right now. And she does have a CTP of energy, which I think is a great obelisk for her. The rage is going to be better, but the energy is really great on her. And she does have a legendary uniform. So let's jump into the action and let's rock and roll. So I want to give a big shout out to my mates that joined me here in this fight. Ashish and Thor, thank you so much. I've asked these guys not to do any damage unless we get to the 3-minute mark and we just don't look like we're going to finish it. And I am using a max team. I am using Nick Fury, so we get that 50% attack buff from his leadership and the 55% damage dealt to supervillains. Valkyrie for the 50% damage dealt to supervillains. And we're going to be using Nick Fury's attack buff. And that is the key. I actually did this run once before this, and one of my mates was using Odin, and it actually caused the game to crash, but I wasn't using Nick Fury. I was actually using She-Hulk, which offers 65% damage out to male types, and I wasn't getting it done, guys. I just wasn't getting it done. Non-transcended, no. You know, even with a pretty good build like mine, I just wasn't getting it done with She-Hulk, so I decided to put Nick Fury in there because I knew we could get that extra attack buff and also just get the extra damage dealt to supervillains, which really makes a difference. And even though this isn't very impressive, right? It's not very impressive for the power of X-23, you know, what power she has. But she can do this, and she can absolutely solo GBR. Now, obviously, and I mentioned this in all the videos, and I'm probably going to elaborate a little bit more on this. But if you have Pierce, it really does make an insane difference as far as how much damage you're going to do. This character, even without Pierce, can do this. So if you do have Pierce, even if you just have 2% Pierce on your cards, she's going to do fairly well with this. In fact, I guarantee, transcended, you won't even need a leadership like Nick Fury. And I'm willing to bet, even without Pierce transcended, you probably wouldn't need a leadership like Nick Fury. You probably could get away with having a She-Hulk leadership, or maybe some or Beast leadership, you know, for that extra physical attack. It's probably all you would really need, to be perfectly honest, because she's doing pretty well, honestly, considering that she isn't transcended. You know, not having those extra physical attack stats is really hurting our damage. But yeah, it's not as impressive as what you'd really want to see. But the beautiful thing about X-23, and you know, I always mention this in these videos about this character, is she is so easy to play. She really is just so easy to play, so easy to time your prop. And you notice that every time that we have a little time that we got to run around here, I switch to Nick Fury so we can use that attack buff. And this is something I've done in the past quite a few times, and this is really the way you'd want to utilize a character like Nick Fury. You know, every opportunity you get before you use an awakened skill or before you use a tier 3, if you're playing with Nick Fury or just, you know, using with a your damage dealing character, always try to use that attack buff as often as you can. You know, so for X-23, I'm trying to use it before I use her awakened skill. And you really want to cancel her awakened skill, get the extra attack buff, because the all defense down isn't applying here against GBR. So you'll find you'll actually do more damage if you just go 3, cancel 6, cancel 5. At least from what I've seen, you definitely do more damage doing it that way. Run over here. Okay, run up. And, you know, and again, big shout out to my mates here, because I know it's not easy coming in here and just running around and not doing anything. Pretty funny, man. But I really appreciate the help from these guys. It's really awesome. You know, Marvel Future Fight, despite what some people might say or think, or what you might see in those forums, the Marvel Future Fight community really is amazing. It's really one of the big reasons why I've always stuck to this game. It's one of the, yeah, I love the game, right? And I love playing it. And I love Marvel characters, blah, 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 right? But this community is really a big reason why I always keep playing the game. It really is. I mean, you guys are just, you're just an amazing community. You're just a great group of wonderful people that I've always enjoyed making videos for. You know, so the game's really been in an upward spiral. It's been doing a lot better lately. I still think it needs improvements. I still think it isn't done. We still need better rewards and more boss. And there's a whole slew of things that I could complain about, but it has gotten a lot better. And I am seeing a lot more positivity from the community, which really, really just makes me happy, guys. I mean, I just love it. I love positivity. I don't like negativity. I actually hate making negative videos and complaining about things. It's just, right? It's just, you don't want to listen to people do that all the time. Although some people might like it. Some people do kind of get off on that. Personally, I don't. But some people really enjoy when people, you know, complain a lot. But I'm not in that camp myself. And I'm pretty sure most players out there just aren't in that camp. Okay, run over here. And switch again. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And, you know, and truth be told about, you know, this run that I'm doing, you know, we had to do this like 3 times. Because, you know, the Odin caused the game to crash one time, and then another time I actually got caught in Galactus's, when he does his big blue attack, I actually got caught in that and died. So yeah, you know, mistakes happen. You know, we all make mistakes. Oh. There you little pecker. And I really probably should have switched to Nick Fury there. That was an opportunity. But I really tried doing it before we do our awakened skill. And since the awakened skill wasn't near ready, I just went ahead and kept X-23 in there. But she's so easy, guys. You just never miss a proc. You never miss a proc with this character. Ever. And here we can just use the awakened skill. Because Galactus, you know, he'll look like he's going to attack us, but he's not going to do anything now. The first time he does this, he will. But the second time, you have plenty of time to throw in a tier 3 or your awakened skill. Let me switch Nick Fury again. Oh yeah, so, you know, we have 16 bars left. We got 4 minutes left to go. So she is doing this. She's doing this all by herself. My mates aren't doing anything. They're not doing any damage at all. They're just running around. Our attack buff, switch, and our awakened skill still has a little bit of time, and I'm going to wait for it. And the thing that sucks is Nick Fury's buff only lasts for 10 seconds. But we are getting his buff for a little bit, and his buff just finished. So we got most of the skill with the buff, even though we used Nick Fury's buff just a little bit early, but it's all good. It's all good. Okay, back up. Get over here, baby. Careful. All right, let's get him. 3, 4, 5. Sometimes her proc does come a little late on that 5th skill. Sometimes, but you will notice, like, when you use the 4th skill, she'll do her fourth skill, and then she does an iframe, and then she comes out of the iframe, and right when she goes into another iframe on fourth skill, if you hit that 3-5, it seems like the proc will trigger at the beginning of the 5 almost every time. And here I'm going to get a little scared. I'm getting a little scared, and I went ahead and switched. And Nick Fury's kind of up in the air there. That was kind of weird. Whoa, run over here, run over here. Whoa. Come here, you little pecker. I'm just waiting to see what he's going to do. Okay, we got him. So there we didn't get our awakening skill, but we still got the buff from Nick Fury. Try to help us do a little bit more damage. Oh yeah. And there you saw right there that when I did the fourth skill, we went in our iframe, we came out of the iframe, and then she'll go into a quick little iframe again. And as soon as she does, if you hit that 3-5, that proc will trigger a lot of times at the very beginning of the 5th skill. Oh, getting scared. See, this is the attack that killed me and the run prior to this one right here. I thought I could tough it out. I was maybe hoping X-23 could hang in there, but no. It seems like Hulk is the only one that can really withstand that attack. Oh yeah, it's over, buddy. It's over. See ya. So, you know, a little over 8 minutes, and this is all, thank you, man. This is all by her lonesome, 100% of the damage, non-transcended character, but yeah, with an OP team. So X-23 can do GBR without Pierce, and really with a free-to-play team if you have her transcended. If you don't have her transcended, then you're going to need the max team like what I'm using more than likely. So let me know how you're all feeling about X-23, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.